Exoprimal is having an open beta and we were invited to check it out early. The game is coming to Game Pass in July of this year and it's way better than I had hoped it would be. It is a 5v5 PvE focused title with shades of PvP sprinkled throughout each match. You will don one of 10 exosuits and take to the Dino Cull as a plaything of the super powerful AI Leviathan. This weird type of game doesn't really get made anymore, and I have loved my time with it. So, what exactly is Exoprimal, at least in this open beta? Let's find out. The heart of Exoprimal is the Dino Survival Mode. You and up to 4 other human players will take on an increasingly difficult horde of various dinosaurs. You'll be doing this at the same time as another team of 5 players, facing the same procedurally chosen missions. This open beta is pretty limited in content, most likely so that Capcom can focus on their servers and specific player feedback. I played through 4 different maps with a handful of mission types randomly chosen on each. To begin with, you'll go through the training area tutorial. There are 10 mech suits in total, with 4 of them being DPS, 3 tanks, and 3 healers. You can swap suits at any time, and I enjoyed playing with every single one of them. There is a mix of ranged and melee for each class, and hints of a deeper customization setup. This open beta had no menus available outside of the Dino Survival matchmaking and training area, so I couldn't test out any of its progression systems. Character types vary from your bog standard shooters to death dancing sword dealers and my personal favorite, the Ghost Rider looking grenade launcher pyromaniac. Tanks see one melee focused brute, an enormous chain gun wielding area of denial behemoth, and a swift sword wielding samurai type. The 3 healers have the Witch Doctor, who focuses on large AoE heals, the Mercy style flying focus character that can damage and heal with her ranged attacks, and the Rollerblade Twin Gun Psycho. You can change up her damage and healing on the fly, and boy, all of them are really fun. That word permeates through pretty much my entire time playing this open beta. I've put in roughly 6 hours, and even when losing, it was just unbelievably fun. And while you will spend the majority of your time fighting off computer-controlled dinosaurs, there ends up being a lot of PvP in the latter portions of the match. At any time, the AI can give each side a Dominator. This allows one player to invade the other team's combat area as a very powerful dinosaur. I got to do it a few times and it felt pretty well balanced, because against a smart team I still got some good hits in, but when fighting lesser opponents I absolutely dominated. The other time you'll fight face to face, at least in the main mode for this beta, is the final mission of a match. These take place in one main combat area that eventually both teams will fight in. There were a few main mission types for this, with my favorite being the one that had a big ass hammer in it. Here you had to defeat waves of dinosaurs as quickly as possible to power up the hammer. Once it was fully charged, you used it to slam down a pylon, which allowed you to move on to the next area. The first team that's able to do this 3 times wins, with the catch being that the 3rd area is wide open for PvP combat and the dinosaurs never stop coming. This really is a pretty weird game, and the conceit on why you're fighting dinos is strange as hell and worth checking out the opening cutscene for. Leviathan, the powerful AI, is putting on war games of you against dinos and other people. With some sort of weird future power, they are able to summon in dinosaurs that fall through big purple balls in the sky like a waterfall. One of the craziest missions was a massive amount of raptors, like thousands of them, all falling out and rushing our team as we had to defend a point. Graphically, the game is a mix of a fantastic art style and pretty solid performance, with some occasionally hideous and ugly environment textures. It is a beta, and by no means final, and I think overall it still looks really damn good. This is a Capcom title, so the English dub is over the top and full of cheese, though the music and the menus are bombastic and full of personality. I didn't have any major bugs, and the cross-play between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC worked great in every match I played. Wrapping things up, I came into this beta with 0 expectations or much knowledge of what Exoprimal was. I am now greatly looking forward to its release in July. This beta is open, though it is happening at the exact same time as Diablo 4's beta. They both start on March 17th. Unlike that title though, we know that this one is coming to Game Pass on day 1, and if the full package can add enough content, it's going to be one hell of a get for Xbox.